Hello, I'm Riley, and I can't believe how easy it was to create an app in just minutes using Claude 3.7 Sonnet, which is the best AI model that was just released, in Cursor, which is the best AI coding tool in the world right now. The crazy thing is, I've never written a line of code, and Sonnet 3.7 coded everything for me, and it will do the same for you as well. In this video, I'm going to show you how I created an app that I will genuinely use every single day in about 20 minutes. And if you copy this workflow, you can basically build any app that you want without writing a single line of code. So what are you going to need? You're going to need a computer. For me, I'm using a MacBook M2. It works great. You're going to need a Cursor Pro plan, and we're also going to be using the Perplexity and Anthropic API, and I'll explain what that means later on if you don't know already. But anyway, let's get started. So here's my idea for the app. I want to create an app that's called Deep Content, and it will be somewhat similar to OpenAI's Deep Research. And so this is going to be the ultimate content research / writing tool. So in terms of user experience, the user is going to come to this app and they're going to write their content idea. Then they're going to select a content target. You can think of the target like the goal. So take their idea, look at where they want to go, their goal, and generate the questions that they're going to need to answer in order to do research. So this target is going to influence these follow-up questions. And once these follow-up questions are done, we're going to take this part, so the idea plus the follow-up questions, and we're going to use Perplexity's brand new Deep Research API to do research on the content topic. And this deep research feature is a lot like ChatGPT's deep research. And once we get past this step, we can then now use Claude 3.7 Sonnet to generate a full content script that matches the original target. So the steps from the user's perspective: write your idea, select a target, answer 3 follow-up questions, and then you are done. So here, we're actually going to screenshot this right here, and we will copy it to our clipboard. We'll use that in a bit. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this entire idea right here. Now, let's go to Cursor. Now we have Cursor open. We're going to begin building our app even though we are not going to write a single line of code. And you may think, where do I type my idea? What does open project mean? Clone repo? What is that? Connect via SSH? What the hell is that? I used to have those same thoughts when I come to this homepage on Cursor. And so the only steps you need to understand to get started is either you can open the project like this and create a new folder and hit open, or we can start from a template. We're going to type in this link. You can type in this exact link. If you're following along, type this in right here. This link will be in the description of the video. We're going to press enter, and then we're just going to create a new folder. And this is wherever you want to put it on your computer. Just choose a folder in your documents folder, wherever you won't delete it. And we're going to call this Deep Content. And we're going to press enter. And now we're going to select this repository destination. We're going to hit open. And now what you're going to do is you are going to go up to this chat window right here, formerly known as Cursor Composer. And if you already have Cursor downloaded and this is the first time you've opened it up in a while, make sure you hit Command-Shift-P and attempt an update. Because after you attempt an update, you will have access to Claude 3.7 Sonnet and Claude 3.7 Sonnet Thinking Agent. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use this Claude 3.7 Sonnet agent for now. We're not going to use the thinking model. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, run this locally. When you run this locally, you will be able to see your app. And so all we've done is run this locally. That's all we typed in and pressed enter. And here what we're going to do is when you see this localhost 3000, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to command click on it. And this is going to open up our template. This is what the template looks like. And now we're going to hit pop out terminal, and then it will finish. So all we've done is one prompt. That's it. One prompt. And now we have our starting template set up. What I want to do is I want to actually go to thinking. So we're going to use Claude, the thinking agent, which takes a little bit longer, but For the first prompts, I think it really matters. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to copy the idea that we have for the app. I'm going to paste it in right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the image of the diagram of the app so that it fully understands. Now, since the Perplexity API just came out, this is the brand new API for Perplexity, and I want to use this Sonar Deep Research. So I want to make sure that it knows that we're using the Sonar Deep Research. And this Perplexity, if you've been following my content, you know what Perplexity is. It's like an AI-powered search engine. They have an API. And an API allows you to use their technology in your own apps. You just have to pay them every time you use it, but it's relatively small amount. And for personal research, especially if it helps your business, it's minuscule. And I highly recommend building with other AI tools. And so we're going to be using this Sonar Deep Research and Claude API, but I actually don't need to give Claude any information about using Claude because it knows. So I'm going to say for Perplexity, we are using this model, and the link I'm going to paste right here. Cursor is an agent. So this is an agent, and it will actually go to this page, read it, come back, and write the code perfectly based on the information. Okay, so we just typed in our idea. Now we're going to send Claude 3.7 Sonnet, the most powerful AI coding model in the world, off to the races. And let's see how it does. As you see, it just thought. Now I'll create the deep content app. All right, it is now done. And this is what it created. What is your content idea? Select the format. And so right now we can type in our content idea and then paste a transcript. So here it wants me to create a .env.local file with your API keys. And what I'm going to do, whenever I see that, I'm just going to say, you create the .env.local files with the placeholder. And so I can just type that. What the env.local file is this keeps your API keys secure. So that's why you have to create it every single time. Here it created this new env.local file. Now we're going to paste our API keys. If you have a Perplexity Pro account, it comes with API credits. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on this settings right here, and then I'm going to go to this API tab. When you go to this API tab, you're going to see your API key right here. I'm keeping it covered because you want to keep those secure. And then you're just going to copy this API key right here. And now you're going to go to that .env.local file and paste your key in right there. And so now we've pasted in our Perplexity. Now we need to get our Anthropic API key. So in your browser or Google, you're just going to type in console.anthropic.com. And we're going to go to this site. And you may need to create an account. I already have an account. And then we're going to click on this, go get API keys. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hit this create key. And then once you press add at the bottom, it'll take you to your API key. And you can press the copy button and again, keep those secret and safe. All right, so I have put in my Anthropic key and my Perplexity key, and now I'm pressing Command S to save. And now I'm just going to say I put the keys in the .env.local files. Please rerun the server and do all the steps so I can test it. And now we're going to press enter. And so here we see this localhost 3001 again. We're going to command click this. And here we are. We are at our app. This is the app that it created. I'm going to pop this terminal out. Sometimes you need to pop the terminal out for it to finish. And now it just says it's running on localhost 3001. And now we can test the app. So I want to create an app coding with the new Claude code feature and Claude 3.7 Sonnet and all the updates from this announcement. Okay. Now we're going to select the target. So now we need to find a content target. And this is like a style guide or a goal. We want to create content like this. And I love Fireship, code reports, Fireship. And so this is a video that they made. And I have a little extension here that allows me to quickly get the transcript. So now I can actually just go to Finder and we can go to downloads, and now we can quickly get the text file of this. And what we're going to do is we are now going to paste that into our app. And so I'm just going to paste this in like so. And now we're going to hit continue to follow-up questions. Let's see if this works. Oh, I think we got an error. Yes, we got an error. So now let's copy this error. And now we're going to come back and we say we got an error after trying to get follow-up questions. Please fix. And we're just going to paste in these errors. So now it's running on 3002. It just kind of stopped. So one thing right now, the Claude servers are kind of like cooked because everyone's trying to use it. So let's test it. So Claude 3.7 Sonnet, it's just the most insane AI agent. Cursor is now powered by Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And so now let's continue to the follow-up questions. Hopefully Perplexity works this time. Oh yeah, I have to do this. More agentic and reasoning are insane. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start the deep research. Okay, it didn't immediately fail. That's a good sign. All right, so here it is. Okay, it's done. So we have all of our research data, and it thinks, so okay, I need to create a detailed report on Claude 3.7 Sonnet. All right, it did all this research, got a ton of different links. This is pretty cool. And here it has content script. Hey there, it's February 21st, 2024, and you're watching the code report. So it's following the style guide. Today we're diving into some insane AI news that just dropped out of nowhere. Anthropic's release of Claude 3.7 Sonnet. This isn't your average AI update, folks. And so it created a script in the exact style. All right, so that wasn't bad. I want all of this to happen in one flow, and I want this to be a little bit more minimalistic. It's a little bit too blocky right now. Now we're gonna make some more changes. All right, now it's making some changes here. Ooh, I actually like this. I like this more. Now we can just click add target format, which is awesome. Like, it is insane how many steps there are. 6 read steps. Now it generated code, generated code, generated code, generated code, generated code, searched the files, read file, great. Now edited the code, edited the code. Now let's fix the remaining linter errors in the follow-up questions component. Like, it's getting to the point where every single time it's 15 different steps. It's insane. It's about time we are going to test this out. So Claude, continue, test, command enter, test, command enter, test, command enter. Now it's automatically doing the research. I like that flow. I never have to take my hand off the keyboard. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now we're going to add SupaData, which is another API. So basically step 2 of this app right now is obviously you write your idea and then you write your target, or then you paste your target script. But instead, one option that you have, you're still gonna have the option to paste it, but another option is you're gonna be able to paste a link. So here you can just paste a link, YouTube link, and the SupaData API, right? The SupaData API, the link is automatically going to use this SupaData API, which will automatically retrieve the transcript, paste it right here. So you can either paste it or you can paste the link, and we're going to be using this SupaData API, and I'm going to teach you how to set it up. So we're going to go back to SupaData, and I already copied my API key, but what we need to do is we need to go to documentation, and I'm just going to go like this, YouTube transcript. I'm going to copy this link, and then I'm also going to copy the getting started link right here. Now we're going to go back to cursor, and I'm going to paste in this, I'm going to paste in this, and then I pasted my API key, which is a super long key. It's like 5 lines. I don't know why it's so long, but I scrolled way down to keep it private. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, please, I want to create a step, and I want to use the SupaData API and use the links above to get this configured, and the API key above to get it configured. Put the API key where it needs to go. But basically, instead of pasting the transcript, I want the user to be able to paste a link to a YouTube video to automatically populate the transcript. So do it. All right, now it is going to work creating the feature. And I like how it tells you those steps and it shows you the links that it went to, which is pretty cool. Okay, it is complete. We'll hit our target format. Okay, let's paste this link right here and we'll hit fetch and boom. Wow, that's fast. That's awesome. Now we're gonna go to V0 and I'm just gonna paste that image in, make everything minimal and make it very and make the research section a button to view. So you know what, now this is starting to look pretty interesting here. Yeah, what if it looks something like this? I actually kind of dig this. Like, what if we took a screenshot here? I want you to figure out a way to make this look very pleasing and nice. I uploaded a document, and once the research step starts, everything should be moved to a sidebar. But prior to that, I want all of the follow-up questions to show up seemingly in the same area as the original questions. Like, I want it to look like that was just generated in the same component, only separated by the header of the question. And then once the research step starts, it should animate everything to the side, and then it should load everything out into the main bar. Or like, and then it should basically be preparing a document, because that's what it's doing. Okay, let's see. Test, command enter, test. Oops. Ooh, look at that. That's fire. I dig that. So we'll make research. We can actually just search. So for gathering information, we can find this in the code directly, and we can just change this to using Perplexity deep research. And so yeah, this is what we've created in about 25 minutes. So I can put in my idea right here. So I'm going to say the massive competition in AI LLMs right now between Google, Gemini, OpenAI, DeepSeek, and Anthropic. All of these companies are making insane AI models and their progress is accelerating. So we just put in our idea, and so now we can press, and now what we can do is we can find a YouTube video. So any YouTube video that we want to create, let's say we want to, let's go ahead and let's choose Andre Jek. He's a really great YouTuber. He's really good at scripting. The United States. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this YouTube link right here, and we are going to just paste it in right here, and we can now fetch this transcript, and we're going to hit done. We got this check mark, and so now we can press Command Enter, and this will automatically generate follow-up questions. So what specific time frame do you want to focus on? Well, let's focus on the previous 8 months since Claude 3.5 Sonnet came out, and we can now press Command Enter, and we can begin answering the next one. Which particular AI models? Focus on AI coding abilities and agentic workflows. Are you interested in examining the commercial applications of the models? Focus on their abilities now and what they can do and the future of these models. So now we're going to press Command Enter, and this immediately starts generating a deep research report. So using Perplexity deep research, and now it is taking all of this information and doing deep research on it, and then it's going to take that research and my ideas and convert it into a script that matches our target. And we created this in 25 minutes, which is insane. Without writing a single line of code, I created this in 25 minutes. And as you can see here, the research report is now perfectly in proper markdown format, and this looks very good. And then we can hide the research, and here we have the final script. And so the next step that I would do is I would probably try and add images and stuff to this, but I think that's just like a really cool workflow. That's what we created in about 25 minutes. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more, consider joining Software Composers. This is my free community. The link is in the description. We have almost 14,000 members. And this is where I put all of my templates. We started off this video using template 2, and we're actually going to be releasing like one template every single week for the next year in this community. And so if you want to join the community, link is in the description. You can ask your questions. You can share your projects. We are going to be doing some hackathons coming up. So if this interests you, join the community, and I will see you here for the next video.